Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be going over how to use the Civil Air Patrol eServices Learning Management System and Axis features. In the previous video we went over 4 important things to be able to access as a cadet, and now we're going to be going over the Learning Management System and Axis specifically a little bit more in depth. So starting off in Learning Management System, we'll see the courses are all enclosed in different main tabs. So I'm just going to go through a few courses that are a good idea to take as a cadet, and that will help you. So starting off under Aerospace Education, we have our Model Rocketry stage quizzes, and these 3 specifically right here are required for your Model Rocketry badge, so it's a good idea to go ahead and take those. Continuing down a little bit, we have our communications, and under that we have iCut, which is the introduction to radios in the Civil Air Patrol, and you need to take this as a prerequisite before you have your hands-on testing for iCut. Scrolling down further yet, under Emergency Services, we have our GES, or General Emergency Services. You'll not need to take all of these necessarily, but for sure the first 2 are helpful and required for a lot of different emergency services activities, and as the name implies, they introduce you to emergency services in the Civil Air Patrol. And they're not super difficult or long to take either, so it's a good idea when you have a couple minutes set aside to go ahead and take both of those. And then further down just a bit, under Operations, we have Aircraft Ground Handling Training. This is a helpful course and required if you're doing some ground handling training or activity such as the Civil Air Patrol NCSA Blue Beret. So back to the top, we went over some courses that you need to take, but not necessarily how to take them. So in LMS, you simply click on what you'd like to take. It'll pop this up and give you some information about the quiz, number of questions, passing score, etc. And then you simply click Start to start it, and the timer will start and questions will pop up. However, the Civil Air Patrol doesn't want you to do this anymore. What they want you to do is use their new Axis system. So to go to that, you simply click on it, and you're automatically logged in through eServices, and we're brought to our main portal. Now our main portal most likely won't have what we're looking for, so we're going to go to the course catalog, click on a specific drop down box. For this one we'll choose Emergency. Here we have our General Emergency Services. Rocketry, we have our different rocketry ones. And again, if you'll see, these are the same headings as we had in the LMS system. So for an example, we'll say the Model Rocketry Stage 2 Titan Quiz. We'll click Enroll. I've successfully enrolled in this course. Now we can go straight to it. Or if we're just starting LMS in our main portal, it'll be down at the bottom. Here we have it, our Stage 2. So you click Start, and here we simply can start the quiz. However, it says it's evaluating our knowledge of blah blah blah. So to get the content material, the source material we need, we're going to copy and paste this into our browser, and here we have it, a PDF of our Civil Air Patrol Model Rocketry book. We have all 86 pages of the book covering all of the different tests, and we can either download this through the download button, or we can save the URL, or whatever we may need to do. So it's important to know that you have an idea of what you're being quizzed on, because if you went into this without having any information from here, you're most certainly going to fail it. So while this is what a typical quiz may look like, there are some other elements of Axis that are a little bit more user-friendly, and that's why Civil Air Patrol is going to Axis. So in our iCut training course, which we've enrolled in, we'll click Start, and here we see we have some different drop-down tabs and such that's a little bit more, it has a little bit more content than our rocketry quiz. So to take this, we're just going to start at the top, click down, go through all of these, then once we're done with that, we're going to go to the next. So it's very linear and user-friendly, which helps us a lot. And then once we've completed things, we can look at our transcript, which shows different courses we've taken and what we've done on them. And then also, as a sort of a reward to encourage you to take tests, they've implemented a bunch of different badges in here, which can help you feel good about taking your tests. Well, one more thing that's important to note is any test you've taken in LMS still counts and you don't need to retake it in Access. However, if you want to, you're free to take the test again. As you can see, though I've taken this model rocketry stage quiz in LMS, it hasn't shown that I've taken it in here. And that's because either one will give me the credit, but they're not synced. So if I want the credit in Axis, which again, it doesn't really matter since I've already taken it, I can take the quiz again. So in summary, we've learned how to go to the Civil Air Patrol eServices LMS and Axis page, how to access different courses that we may need to take, some courses that will be helpful to us throughout our CAP career, and some more features about the Civil Air Patrol Axis portal. So I hope you've learned something from this video, and don't be afraid to ask any questions if you have any.